Shut the funny up. B100 and it did.
Shut the funny. All right, stop.
What? Shut the funny up.
Drop. Shut the funny up. Joe liked that shit. Joe said, ooh.
He touched his nipple.
Hey, Joe turned into little cousin Terrier for 2 seconds. Joe said, ooh. All right, Nikki, introduce our guest that we got in the building.
We have in the building, in the building.
I need a noise maker.
No cussing. I was about to go.
You about to go super hard.
Benzino in the building.
We can't curse. No, we can't curse.
Nah, hold on.
We can, but I just got a ticket today.
Yeah, Nikki just goes.
So we can or we can't?
We can. Nikki go extra hard. So, you know, we had to tone her down. We trying to keep her image intact. You know what I mean?
Is it certain words?
She be using F-bomb. We try not to say the N-word.
The N-word.
Yeah, we try not to say it. Right.
I like to say fucking shit.
She loves it.
So when we play the Rich Homie Quan clean version of my name.
Nah, we play the real thing.
Oh, okay.
It's us. It's just on us. Yeah, it's just a thing we're trying to do. We're trying to get sponsors.
It's really all my fault.
It's really, it's really all my fault.
I didn't even notice.
I didn't notice.
I'm colorblind.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't notice. So how did you even get Benzino to come through, man?
Well, Benzino is
This is huge, first of all.
Family.
Man, I appreciate
He's a part of
that.
the family with the KKN fam, so
No doubt. No doubt.
I know that he's always a good guest on KKN. He always brings us what we need. So, I said,
Well, you know I knew that because I was on the
yeah, you know.
So you the
We
alley.
had a good time.
Yeah, it was a great
I
time.
said, hey, Benzino's good. I always try to find the best guests. It's not about
Right.
anything else but
Right. And it's gonna keep it real too.
Appreciate it.
The ones that's gonna keep it real
Yes.
too. And also, he said he gonna get us in the magazine.
Yeah.
So we about to
I just-
put that
Just
out.
found that
Yeah.
shit
yeah.
out.
No, but you just talked to Dave. You just talked to Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that finder's fee? I mean, y'all, we'll talk about that.
As soon as we start climbing the mountain, you wanna pull niggas. Hey, yo, hold on now. Don't get too far up that mountain now.
Nobody
Hold on.
want to be on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Nobody want to climb.
Nobody wanna climb. Y'all up there.
Hey,
That's the
Where
truth.
the helicopter at?
my dudes is dope.
She's looking for an escalator. Does Everest have an escalator?
Oh
No,
man.
but seriously, that's great. That's great.
That's
I've
dope.
been in his magazine before, and I
Oh,
was so
word?
excited. Chemical Nights. We were in there like
I didn't know
last year.
that. Dope.
Y'all
Yes,
dope,
my
man.
grandma
Y'all
was
are
so
dope.
excited.
Your grandma was off the chain with it?
She talked about it at the church announcements.
Giving honor to God.
And U.S. Weekly Hip Hop.
Hip hop hip. The U.S. Weekly though. Shout out to grandma.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
She
Shout out
really
to
was
you.
Yeah, it was on her heart though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
take
was
that.
proud of it. She
We'll
said
take
it
that.
wrong, honestly, and she showed everybody. But she was extremely excited.
That's what's up.
She did take it to church.
Wow.
Amen.
Amen.
Hip Hop Weekly up in the pew, you did,
Yeah.
right next to the Bible. Let me see right here.
And the donation slip.
That's what I did.
So, we got the phone ringing off the
Yeah,
hook
we'll go
already.
to the phone
But
line.
yeah, so Benzino, man,
Benzino.
what have you had going on, man? Since I guess because the show is on. I'm be real with you, my nigga. I don't watch the show.
You don't watch Love and Hip Hop?
I don't watch any reality TV, so
You're
it's nothing
the
against
only
yours.
person in America.
I might be.
who don't watch
I
Love
might
and
be.
Hip Hop.
I might be. But I don't watch any other reality shows. So post me up on it. Is it still going on?
Yeah, well, you know, we're in our third season.
That's somebody said.
I say, didn't I turn that?
Record breaking.
That's you. That's yours.
That's me? Oh, that's me.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm about to say we turned off the.
Okay.
Go ahead. So you record breaking.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the only one that watch.
Record breaking. It's the Atlanta one. You know, don't get me wrong. New York is New York, but
But they ain't y'all.
they ain't touching that.
right.
That's true.
So, show's doing really well. The whole cast is coming back. You know, plus of course, Miss Deb Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Her son Walker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Oh, I did not know that. See, I don't watch it at all. I'm right by the source and don't even know the source. Okay, dope.
So you know, there's a lot of surprises, and I'm just proud and happy to be a part of it. I've been in Atlanta for a couple of years. And, you know, everybody in Atlanta really taking, really being nice to me. And,
Yeah. So you came from Boston or New York down here?
I actually came from Miami.
Oh, you're from Miami?
I'm from Boston, but
No, I know that, but yeah,
I was in Miami for like 8 years before I came down.
Got you. Okay, so that was the last place. What made you come to the A? Just
You know what? After being in Miami for so long, man, you got
Miami's it's hard to visit there a long
burn
time.
notice. You know what I'm saying? I got my burn notice.
Yeah,
man.
boy. Yeah, boy.
I swear to God, it's the truth. I just got tired one day and I just packed up my car. I said, Dave, find me a place down there. I'm gonna stay down there for a couple of weeks. I talked to Sleeves because about a year before that I was in Orlando. He came down there. We just go on these retreats just to get away for like 3 months. We bring the little portable studio in there, start making music. So me and Stevie been doing that for a minute, and one time we did it.
Is that who you just call Sleaze?
The Sleaze,
Sleaze. I'm sorry, I told you I didn't watch the show, but that's hilarious. I know the story. That's funny. Yeah.
So we, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, he's working on some music. Come up there. So I packed the studio up. I came up here, and then at the time I had, we had 2 offices with the Hip Hop Weekly in Miami. I had my place, Dave had his place, and we had a studio.
Okay.
I ended up packing up everything. I never even went back.
Wow.
Years ago. I just stayed.
Yeah.
This was a couple years back. I just stayed here. I found me a bigger place, and man, we just moved everything up here. It was the best, really one of the best moves I've ever made.
And Atlanta's one of the only quote unquote big cities that you could just probably do that. Just pack up and find you a place that you won't get killed at. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the energy though. It's just the energy up here that everybody's really trying to do something. And don't get me wrong, Miami's a beautiful place. I think everybody falls into when you go down there. It's like, man, I want to live here. Like, that is not what you're supposed to do.
Not there.
I find out the hard way. You're supposed to visit, and because unless you're born there and you got roots there, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful place. And like I know a lot of people in all the hoods and the beach and everything. I used to own a club down there, sports bar.
Gotcha.
We did Source Awards, so Miami was popping. It's just that after a while, everything is so much excess partying. It's hard to really stay on your grind and hustle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course.
Yeah, just wake up and it's so nice, man. You don't even feel like doing nothing.
And then you're waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
That's no way to live every day.
Can't get nothing done. And then the bitches. How my man saying on New Jack City, the bitches.
Listen, they say that pussy is a controlled substance in Miami. You to be addicted to it, you have to go get help.
Oh my God, because some of them come with, most of them come without speaking English, so that means there's no arguments or anything.
But you know what? The weather's so hot, and you're just watching everybody walk around. Everywhere else you just get that in the summer.
Right.
So you have all these other months to kind of cool down. Get back to reality. This is non-stop every day on roller skates, on bikes and cars, and then there's bikinis. It's just like
I gotta stop following girls on Instagram in the wintertime, man, because I be like, y'all still got bikinis on? Like, y'all killing me.
It's too much.
This tight season, right?
It's too much.
So everything in doses.
So you mentioned the source, and I'm sorry, I'm just going.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
So hold on. So the source. You mentioned the Source Awards. Now, when was the last Source Awards? When was the last one?
The last one was in 05, around that time. I think that was the last Source. That was actually the one that we got it on BET. That was our biggest Source Award. I mean, that was the Source Awards that we actually profited.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So
the ones before that,
it was just on y'all.
We didn't make too much money. We always broke even. But I mean, at the end of the day, the first Source Awards was hosted by Bernie Mac in New York. That was like in '94.
Yeah, wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember we was in the Madison Square Garden, but the Paramount. It was like a club within the garden. Bernie Mac hosted it. I remember the lighting was messed up on stage. It was just, and Bernie, he was already dark skinned, so it's like when you looking at this, it's like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Where's Bernie? Man, I miss Bernie Mac, man. But he was the first host of the Source Awards, and then when we look back at it, we like, man, we really broke ground because there really wasn't nothing honoring these
not at all.
Artists.
Not at all. Now, I was saying that, asking that to say, have you guys talked about, or is there anything that works with a Hip Hop Weekly type of awards type of deal?
You know what? Of course, we want to do an awards. We just want to do it right. You know what I'm saying? With the Source, with my partner Dave discovered it '88 out of his dorm in Harvard, and then it was just a phenomenon. At that time, it really wasn't no journalism for hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So he was like, he was right there when it first happened, and then everything else came after that. And it was, the Source was a hell of a ride, But yeah, the Source Awards was something that, I mean, the one in LA with the big fight. I mean, I remember the Bad Boy Death Row one. That
I was gonna say, what was the backlash? Did you guys feel like any backlash from that?
No. Because if anything, we felt like we brought them together, and if you think about it, there was no fight. There was no beefing or nothing. There was a lot of tension,
posturing.
But you knew that was going to happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a big moment when Snoop went up there and was like, man, we know where we at. West Coast got love for East Coast. Y'all don't got love for Doc. Because it really, at the end of the day, and I think people with hip hop could understand, like, even though you might not like somebody personally for whatever reason, if they got something, if their music's banging and you're at a club, you're just gonna naturally bang to it if you feel on that beat.
Right,
because
right.
it kind of transcends beef. Music
doubt.
transcends all the BS. And you know, at the end of the day, I know Death Row loved a lot of Biggie's music and vice versa, and Bad Boy. It was just that beef got so personal, and there's so many people who don't want to like drop their pride or they don't want to be embarrassed because you're representing the whole coast. It got out of control. I felt the Source kind of brought everything into perspective, got everybody in one room, and nobody got hurt. Like nobody really. Said
Okay,
anything.
cool. Dope. Well, I'm gonna let you guys ask the reality show questions because I don't have.
Well, yeah, you know,
I would just keep it back to the old school because I remember just trying to make sure I got to the source to see who got the mics and everything. You know what I'm talking
well,
about?
you did
No,
have
that's what's
someone
up, man.
who texted you and wanted you to ask a question.
Oh,
For
yeah. So look, I had to even get the background on the background. So I know it was a thing with you and Joseline, and I know that's an old thing or whatever. Right.
Smash the homie.
Smash the homie. So yeah, so I was like, yeah, he was hitting me up like, who you got on the show today? I was like, yeah, we got Benzino coming through today. He was like, yo, ask him to be
If he
one.
smash the homie.
And
Yeah,
100.
I'm gonna be 100.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I come from the old school. I'm an older nigga. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I'm an older my nigga. I'm an older my nigga. I figure if I sing it, we'll be all right.
It's a song.
As long as it's catchy.
It's provided.
You know. So I come from the old school of we don't do that. We don't.
Right.
There's enough women out here.
Especially.
Which, by the way, you're looking beautiful.
Nice
You know,
segue.
always.
Nice segue.
Sure, we all recognize that.
Thank you.
Fellas, do we all recognize that?
Yes.
Way to get off the
I know we have
subject.
to keep it political.
Shut the funny up.
I didn't even know what the hell was going on when Carly was kicking all this. I ain't seen Carly in a long time. So when she was talking about all this, I didn't know this was going on. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
what sex tape are you talking about? There is no sex tape. And what do you mean? I said, what are you talking? And if you looked at the show towards the end when she was asking me to fix the headlights, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah. She kind of admitted it that it was all BS, that she just kind of made it up.
How
So
did she admit it? I missed that part. Tell
she
me.
was, because when I went there, she was just like, you know, oh well, you know, when her and Joseline did that scene, you know what I'm saying, and they was about to beef with each other, Carly was sticking up for me at that scene, trying to act like, well, my man, you're the one telling Joseline, saying that you're the one saying that my man hit it. Well,
Right,
you're the
right.
one that just said it. Like it
wasn't making sense.
It wasn't making sense. But I understand that Carly was a little upset because of the ring situation. Like I got that, you know, on the season before when I
took the ring back,
took the
correct?
ring
Okay,
back.
I did
You
hear
know what I'm
about that.
saying?
Yeah.
So I felt like, especially straight out the gate, the first couple of episodes, they got me arguing with Sleaze, and I'm like, that's basically because this is carryover from that, from last season where she was mad about the ring, you know what I'm saying, and then she just started some trouble, and it worked. It worked because for a minute, me and Sleaze wasn't even hollering over that.
Yeah, I knew
and
that.
I understand that because, look, I'm from the hood, and you can best believe if there's anything that dudes will go hard over is some ass. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Especially their ass.
But my thing is right.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But my thing is like if you're in love and if you my man, as much as regardless of what the girl's past was, never, it's up to me to respect that. Because if I got love for you, I'm just gonna just shut up and watch you crash. And if you don't crash, then I'm gonna be happy for you.
Right.
9 times out of 10, you crash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want to be there. I told you so, because it makes it worse.
It's good,
You know what I'm saying?
and on the same token, it'd be worse if you tell them anyway, like your chick ain't shit, but then they end up staying together. Now y'all can't even really all.
See, I've been on both sides of
Being
the
the
fence.
same
I've been on the fence where I've hollered at celebrity chicks, and one chick was just taking me for, you know, she was using the shit out of me.
Gotcha.
I don't, you know, I admit it happened. I loved her. It was nothing I wouldn't give her. But I was fooled because she was out doing other things. But that's what love do, man.
Yeah,
love
it blinds you.
It blinds you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you live and you learn.
About to make Nikki cry over here.
You get hypnotized.
Yeah, it's so for real. So speaking of that, so you don't you're single now. Is that what it is?
You know what?
Man, you and your nine, you hold on, no, you know what mean one more
No,
time.
I'm really looking for that somebody special. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I got a couple of special friends that that I've been that definitely how can I say it?
Please say it. I don't know how you can.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. It's like I'm really trying to make the right decision because I don't want to keep messing around with women and messing around. I just don't want to do that anymore. Like I'm just tired of that. Like I'm tired of that.
It definitely gets old. It definitely gets old. So is there a now I heard this underground, you never know if you can believe what you can believe.
That's
but
right.
Is there a show coming out, Flavor of Love style, for my man Benzino?
I got this thing, Sucker for Love.
Sucker for Love.
Boom.
Where basically it's gonna be a situation where you're gonna have younger women from like 25, 35, and 35 to older, maybe 50.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying, there'll be competitions and I'll be dating all of
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why not?
To see if to see really, because right now I think this is the first time where younger women and older women really are in competition for these men out here.
All day long.
I think that the generation gap has closed. And Nikki, if you and I want you to come in and chime in on this. Like,
Wow.
I think that the generation now where women like women in their 40s, they're just not having it. It's like, yeah, I could dress like them.
They stand up.
Yeah,
Cougar
back
man.
then it was different.
Yeah.
Back in the day when our mothers and our aunties, you could see the difference. They really didn't. The
just
younger
about
ones
taking
didn't
care
want
of
to
the
be,
kids
and the
and
older
the
ones
family.
didn't want to look like them. Now it's all together.
It's a competition. There's less dudes out here for these women.
So
You better tell him.
Yeah.
so we're gonna see, who wins Zeno Love,
Who wins Benzino Love? You heard it. I don't know if you heard it here first, but we gonna say you heard it here first.
Yeah, first time I talked about it.
Oh yeah, no, you heard it here first. STFU comedy show.
Hilarious.
Zeno of Love gonna have these hoes. You gonna have them sucking your toes and all that. It's gonna be some hoes on there. Ain't no way.
You know what? No, but I'm
And do you need casting help?
it's gonna be like a thing between maybe Flavor, but also The Bachelor, because we don't want it to be too ratchet.
Nah,
we
I
still
know,
want
I
to be
know.
respectful.
Yeah.
But we understand that there has to be a little ratchismo.
Hey, but you know what? On that level, I want to ask you: are you like, because you're at where you're at now, is it something that you're kind of, I don't want to say afraid of, but like apprehensive about because you don't know who they're liking or who they're loving about you? Is it the Benzino they see on TV and
I'm
okay,
able
you
to
got
tell.
it now?
Yeah, because I've been through enough failed and ones that looked like they was gonna work to really understand.
Okay,
Like
dope.
you can't get too much past me now.
Dope.
I hope